Welcome to Flow into Alignment. Today I'm going to walk you through different exercises you can do to strengthen for standing pose, upward salute or high mountain, forward fold, flat back, and returning the upward salute. Hop into some comfortable clothes, grab your yoga mat, and a couple supplies that you'll need are going to be a block, your yoga mat that you're going to roll up, maybe a couple pillows. If you have a yoga wheel, bring that, or preferably if you have a exercise ball, one of those big exercise balls, bring that instead. And join me today as I show you how to strengthen for these positions. The muscles that we're going to strengthen are the inner thighs, the hamstrings, the glute medius, as well as the arms to help you lift them up for the upward salute. So the first one you can do is to sit down on the ground, grab a rolled up yoga mat. Now I would recommend you sit against the wall. So knees are going to be, just on the rolled up yoga mat. This is what it looks like from the front. Let me quickly show you what it looks like from the side, because I realize you probably can't really tell where the rolled up yoga mat is in reference to my legs from the front. So what does it look like from the side? And I'll go ahead and just demonstrate this whole thing seated sideways so you can kind of see. But ideally you want to sit against the wall. Why? It keeps your back long and straight and makes you really work your core muscles, not your back muscles. So what you want to do is you want to flex your feet. You're actually going to press the knee, the crease of the knee, into either your rolled up mat or rolled up towel, whatever you want to use. And you're going to inhale slowly with 4 counts, slowly straightening the leg, pressing the knee into the rolled up mat or blanket or towel. And then as you exhale, take 4 counts to slowly lower the heel. You're going to do that about 10 times. Inhaling, slowly straightening the leg. Exhaling, slowly lowering the heel. This will strengthen the inner leg. And you're going to feel it. After about 10 times, going slow like that, you're going to feel the burn. Same thing will happen to the other side. You're going to flex the other foot, press the knee into the rolled up mat, really push that knee down as you slowly, taking 4 counts to stretch that leg, and then slowly lower that heel down, taking 4 counts to lower the heel down. Inhale, straighten the leg. And then exhale, lower the heel. Again, you're going to do that 10 times on each side. Then you can also do that lying down. Why lying down? Because it kind of activates the muscles differently, so you can feel it a different way. So lying down, you can do this on your bed before you go to sleep or when you wake up. Oh, for those that like to do a lot of exercise and movement right before bed or right after waking up. All right, so same thing, but this time you're going to gently curl your tailbone up towards your heel so that your lower back is gently pressing into the ground, so you can really activate your core. Your hands can be on the belly or palms up so that you can bring your shoulder blades towards the spine. On your inhale, slowly straighten the leg, taking 4 counts, really pressing that knee into the rolled up mat, and then exhale, slowly lower the heel back down. And again, you're going to do that 10 times on the one side. Inhaling, pressing the knee into the rolled up mat, slowly straighten the leg, taking 4 counts to straighten the leg, and then exhale, slowly lower the heel down. Same thing for the other side. pressing the knee into the rolled up mat, taking 4 counts as you inhale to straighten the leg. And then exhale, slowly lowering the heel down. Inhale, slowly straightening the leg. Exhale, slowly lower the heel down. Good. And then especially if you're lying down, you can always pull the knees into the chest, let everything kind of relax out. If you're seated, you can bend the knees and pull them into the chest as well. If you're seated, you can just pull the knees into the chest and just rest. Good. So next one you're going to do is also from a seated position, but this time you're going to grab an exercise ball or your wheel. And if you don't have either of those, then you can just skip this exercise until you have either of those. I don't have an exercise ball, so I can use the wheel. An exercise ball is easier and better to kind of feel what you want to feel, which is working the hamstring. So we're going to strengthen the hamstring because we want to get it strong to be able to support us as we're doing the forward fold and even just standing. And it's going to be useful for all different poses later on as well. But when I tried it with the wheel, it didn't feel the same as when I've used an exercise ball. But again, I don't have an exercise ball, so I'm going to use what I have available to me. So you're going to lay down, or you can sit up, but a lot of times it's easier to feel this when you're lying down. You're going to place the back of your ankle on the wheel or the ball. You're going to press firmly into the wheel or the ball, and as you inhale, pull the heel towards your hip. And as you exhale, release and reach with control the heel back out to the leg can straighten. You may not feel much happening in the hamstring, but there is work happening. You're going to do that 10 times each side. So you're going to inhale, pull the heel towards the hip. Exhale, slowly straighten the leg out. And like I said, you're going to change sides and do that the same thing on the other side 10 times on each side. So one leg, as you can tell, can be bent or straight, whatever you prefer as you use the other leg. And you can activate the leg by flexing the foot. But you do want to have an active foot, because if your foot is just sitting there, you're not going to really be able to push your leg into the wheel or the ball as effectively. So you're going to inhale, pull the heel towards your hip. Exhale, slowly straighten the leg out. Inhale, pulling the heel towards your hip. Exhale, slowly straighten the leg out. And again, 10 times each side. The next thing you want to do is bridge lift with mainly the one leg. So you're going to bend the opposite leg, and the working leg you're going to keep straight. And you can put like the calf on the wheel or the ball or the back of the ankle. You're not going to use the bent leg as much. You really want to make sure that the straight leg is going to be your active leg, the leg that's working the most. You're going to place your hands beside the body, palms down. You're going to press this leg, the straight leg, firmly into the wheel or the ball. And as you inhale, use that straight leg, pressing down firmly, and reach the hips up towards the ceiling into that bridge position, and then exhale, slowly lower down. You will feel the bent leg activate and help, but it should not be the main one working. You definitely want to make sure the straight leg is the one that's working the most and the hardest. Again, press that straight leg down, inhale, reach the hips up, and exhale, lower down. Again, 10 times each side. So the other side. Back of the heel or the calf on the wheel or the ball. Other leg bent, but not the main mover. The straight leg needs to be the one that's the main worker. Again, you want to have an active foot. Press the leg into the wheel or the ball. Lift up as you inhale, pushing the hips up. And as you exhale, lower down. You're really going to feel that hamstring working as you're pressing the leg into the wheel or the ball and lifting the hips up. Inhale. Hips up, exhale, hips down. Again, 10 times each side. Once you're done, I'm going to bring the knees into the chest, relax, come up into seated, and you can also do the same thing, relaxing here. There's two more exercises that you can do while on the ground or on the floor. And that is, first of all, going to be on your belly. And this is going to work the hamstrings as well. So you lay on your belly. Feel free to put a pillow or a bolster underneath your chest, kind of supporting the chest, as well as underneath the hips. If you really want to support the chest instead of having to sit here or lay here actively. So you can also lay straight forward with the forehead on the arms as you do this, but I'll keep my head up so you can kind of hear what I'm saying as we go through this. So you're going to use, again, one leg at a time. You're going to keep your legs in slight internal rotation, which means that your knees are either straight down towards the ground, and same thing with the tops of your feet, and your heels are slightly away from center, your toes slightly in. So you want to keep the internal rotation. You're going to flex the foot of the leg that you want to work. So I always like to start with my right leg because I'm right-handed. Then you're going to bend the knee and point the bottom of your foot straight up to the ceiling. So you don't want to curl the heel all the way towards the hip, and you don't want to have a leg almost straight. You want to have that in between to where the foot is going to reach towards the ceiling. You're going to press that hip bone. So if you're going to start with your right leg, you're going to press the right hip bone into the ground. Inhale, use your hamstring and reach the foot up to the ceiling. And it may not go anywhere like mine is. And then exhale, lower that knee back down. So you can, as you can see, I'm not getting my knee off the ground, but I'm really activating the leg. That's the most important thing, is activating the leg and getting it to work, not to lift the knee off the ground. If I really wanted to lift the knee off the ground, I could. But that's not using the right muscles. The important thing is that we activate the right muscles, not achieve the goal of lifting the knee off the ground. That's not the goal. The goal is to activate the muscles. So again, inhale, press the hips into the ground, reach the foot and the heel up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, lower back down. 10 times on that side, then change out. Other side, pull the heel towards the hip. The bottom of the foot is going to reach towards the ceiling. Heel pressing towards the ceiling. You're going to press the left hip into the ground. Inhale, reach that top of the bottom of the foot and the heel towards the ceiling, and exhale, release the knee. Again, really not much movement happening, but a lot of muscle work happening. Inhale, hip down, reach the heel towards the ceiling, activate that hamstring, exhale, lower down. You're also probably going to feel a little bit of your glute medius working, and that's perfect because you do want to continue to strengthen that. So again, 10 times each side for that. The last one you can do while seated on the ground is to put yourself against the wall. Now this one is going to be a lot harder. So if you are a beginner, I would recommend that you wait until your inner thighs and your core are a little bit stronger before you try this one, because this is going to be a tough one. And I say that as having done 6 years of yoga, and it's still really tough. And one of the reasons why it's tough is because you're going to sit with your back against the wall. You're going to have to use your legs, your feet, and your pelvic floor and your transverse abdominis. You're not going to be able to use your glute muscles as much. You're not going to be able to use your back muscles. You're not going to be able to use your upper abdominal muscles or your chest or your arms, like none of that. So that's why it's really hard. You may want to have a block out here to have a goal for how high you want to end up reaching the leg up. And yes, you are going to try to pull the leg up off the ground. So that's why it's hard. All right, so you can put your blocks at any level that you want. You can even challenge yourself by lifting them up higher. All right, so that's the different things you can do. You're going to activate the feet. Very important. The feet are very important. Check out that video, the importance of your feet. Imagine that you're squeezing your legs toward each other. Press your pelvic floor gently up and press your transverse abdominis back towards the spine. You can gently reach their arms down to help support you and squeeze the shoulder blades towards your spine as well. On your inhale, you're going to reach the leg up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, up. exhale down. Other side. Ooh, that block is kind of far away. Let me move it a little closer. Inhale, reach the leg up, exhale down. Inhale, up, exhale down. So you can do this between 3 to 10 times per leg. You will know when you're getting too tired. It's when you're using the wrong muscles to work this. And you will know it because it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel strong. You should feel strong when you do this. Very confident when you do this. All right, so again, inhale, leg up, exhale, leg down. Inhale, leg up, exhale, leg down. And also I'm kind of reaching, in a way, like also my leg is kind of reaching away from me at the same time. So I'm not intentionally reaching it away, but there is that kind of feeling as I'm watching the leg is happening. Inhale, leg up, exhale, leg down. Inhale, leg up, exhale, leg down. Good. All right, so again, you can choose to do that, or you can be like, no, thank you. All right, and just go to that later once you become stronger. So now let's go ahead and come to standing, and we'll do the rest of our exercises standing. The first exercise you want to do when you're standing is with a block close to the wall, because you want to be able to use the wall as your support. And you're going to put your foot on the block. And I'm going to make sure I don't end up pressing into my artwork here against the wall. So I'm going to put my hand on the wall. And you do want some distance between you and the wall. Put your hand on the wall, or you can use a chair. If you'd rather use a chair, you can also do that as well, so to support yourself. You're going to put your foot on the block. You're going to make sure that your metatarsal area of the foot is on the block. And the arch of the foot, so this part of the foot and back, so the mid part of the foot and the heel are off the block. And then you're going to go ahead and step up on the block. And I still have to pull the block a little further back. All right, let's try that again. So step up on the block. Allow the heel to be lowering down towards the ground. Your other leg can be your support by just gently pressing it against the ground. You're going to squeeze your inner thighs together, activate the foot, activate your core. Inhale, squeezing your legs together, reach the heel up. Exhale, slowly lower the heel down, keeping your legs squeezing together, foot active, core active. Inhale, reach the heel up. Exhale, lower the heel down. So 10 times. You can do that for 10 times. Again, don't you love that? Easy. 10 times. What if you're like, oh, that exhausts me after 5 times? Then just do 5 times. It's no big deal. 10 times is just like a suggestion. So other side. Front of the foot on the block. And step up on the block. Heel lower down. And squeezing your inner thighs together, really activate the foot and the core. You're going to inhale, reach the heel up. Exhale, lower the heel down. Inhale, reach the heel up. Exhale, lower the heel down. Again, 10 times each side. So what's the next exercise? The next one is actually not working with your legs, it's working with your arms. So this is the one exercise you can definitely do to strengthen the arms. And this is to help work the arms coming straight up from the front and not from the side. So the side is fairly easy, but sometimes reaching the arms straight in front of you to lift them up becomes difficult to understand. So that's what this exercise is for. You're going to stand with your back against the wall, shoulder blades gently squeezing towards the spine. I don't know if I can stand here. I might have to move over. Hold on a minute while I move my camera and move myself over to the blank part of my wall. So now that I've moved the camera and myself over to the blank part of the wall, what you're going to do is you're going to stand against the wall, your heels against the wall, hips against the wall, or if your hips are touching but heels not, that's okay. And your shoulder blades need to be towards the spine, and you want to be able to feel your shoulder blades against the wall as well. That way you can tell if the shoulder blades have moved away from the spine. You want to keep the shoulder blades towards the spine and squeezing gently towards the spine as you lift the arms up. So if the block here between the hands is just, it's not wide enough, it feels uncomfortable, then just move the block to a different position so the hands are wider apart. You don't want to grab the block with your fingertips. You just want to keep your hands squeezing against the block to activate your arms and pectorals. Try to keep the arms straight. If the arms don't stay straight, that is okay. So this is a good exercise for those that can have straight arms. If you can't have straight arms, then this is going to be more difficult. As you inhale, you're going to squeeze the block, keep the shoulder blades towards the spine, and lift the arms up as high as they will allow you to go. Maybe this is as far as the arms go. Maybe you can keep lifting the arms with inhales. And as you exhale, lower the arms down. Shoulder blades to spine, gently pressing the block between your hands. You can also activate your thumb to help reach the arms up if you wish. And take a nice deep inhale. Reach the arms up as far as they can, keeping the shoulder blades towards the spine. If you want to stop here, take a moment, that's okay. Then take another inhale. Reaching the arms up, pointing the thumbs back, shoulder blades to spine, reaching the arms up as high as you can. You can even give a chin lift if you want, or not. Then exhale, bring the arms all the way back down. You can do that 5 to 10 times. One last standing exercise I forgot to mention, so there is one more. And this again is for those that are not beginners. You should be doing core and pelvic floor strengthening for about 3 to 6 months before you try this, because it's going to be a very, very difficult thing to do. And I say that again as someone who's done yoga for 6 years. This is an extremely difficult exercise to do. And it is really how to drill forward folding without your hips pressing back. And it is standing against a wall. And I don't know what it is about standing against a wall instead of standing out in space, but I don't know. It's like makes it so much harder. But you definitely need a block between the knees. You're going to try to keep your hips where they are. And the block keeps hitting the wall, so I got to move it. Shoulder blades to spine. You're going to lift your arms up. You do not want to press your hips. You don't want to feel your hips really pressing into the wall. You want to keep them either gently tapping the wall, your hips gently tapping the wall, or away from the wall. That's what's hard. As you exhale, you're going to squeeze the block and lean out and forward. Taking inhales and exhales. Woo. And that's as far as I can go because my heels are lifting off the ground. And then you're going to inhale, come back up. And then arms down. Isn't that crazy? That's so crazy. I don't know what it is when I'm against the wall. I don't know if it's a brain thing. I don't know, but it is like so hard. So feel free to try this. And if all it is just laughing at yourself because you're not ready for it, that's okay. Because that's kind of where I'm at too. I mean, I just keep trying to lean forward, but my heels keep lifting more and more and more. Instead of me leaning forward more and more and more. Anyway, so you can try that exercise. You can do that as many times as you wish. Again, you may not get to it. That's okay. So try it out and just try out any of these. So I hope that these help you strengthen your body to prepare you for the forward fold, the upward salute, the flat back, and anything to do with that, as well as all the rest of the exercises that require you to have strong inner thighs, strong hamstrings, and a strong core. I'll see you again on the next video. Take care. Have a great day.